Welcome friend. Now we are going to learn about AWS identity and security in the coming series, uh, which consists of various AWS services on cloud, including Artifact and more tools. So these are the identity and security tools or services available on AWS cloud, using which you could secure your everything cloud instances, be it from mobile services or web services, Elastic Beanstalk or EC2 instances, S3 storage, or things like that. We have Artifact, a certificate manager, cloud HSM, our directory service, a guard duty, inspector, secret manager, single sign-on, or WAF and shield. We have these services at our hand, and we could use these services to secure our applications on the cloud. So these are the things. We have IAM that we already know, the identity and access management. That is the most vital tool for each AWS instances. If you are creating a group or project with code commit, you need an IAM role. You need IAM role for wide range of services like in DynamoDB, AWS Lambda, and things like that. It will authenticate various users where you could create your identity and different kind of roles. Similarly, there are various services that go hand in hand for same authentication, authorization, and security perspective. So let's start with AWS Artifact, which is a no-cost self-service portal for on-demand access to AWS compliance reports. Here you have access to the reports that you could create on demand for self-service for analyzing various perspectives of your services that are running there. You can generate a central resource for compliance-related information that matters to you. Uh, Artifact provides you on-demand access to security and compliance reports and select online agreements with AWS. The reports available on Artifact include your service organization control reports, payment card industry reports, and certifications from accreditation bodies across geographies and compliance verticals that validate the implementation and operating effectiveness of AWS security controls. Agreements available on Artifact includes a business associate addendum and a non-disclosure agreement, the NDA. You have the artifact directly from the management console where you can view different kinds of reports or documents. It provides a customer with easier access to obtain different reports uh, as well, based on different kinds of government or regulatory authorities integrations and regulations. There are few benefits of Artifact. It provides you a comprehensive resource on different auditors, the issued reports, the certifications, accreditations, and other third-party attestations that you need for your uh, publication of your instance or applications or projects on the cloud. You have the agreement governance to review, accept, and manage your agreements with AWS. You can apply your AWS agreements to current and future accounts with your organizations. So you could be in a safe state, be it an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and things like that. You could create those agreements or sign up on the existing agreements anytime you want. Then you have deep insights to perform diligence of AWS and enhance this transparency for security and controlled environment. You can monitor and secure the appliances with AWS with immediate access to new reports. There are different reports out there which have been tested by auditors or third parties for compliance of global, regional, and industry specific security standards that you need to follow for deployment of certain instances or certain projects. So it is very simple to build a report on AWS Artifact. When you move to the security and identity category on Amazon Cloud, you have this artifact service, and from this artifact, you could create or generate the report. Moving to the report section, you can generate the artifact of particular things like Cloud Computing Compliance Control Catalog C5. You could get this artifact by hitting the get this artifact option. You download a certain format of documents on your system. You can go through the document and include the things implementations. You can get AWS Certificate Manager certificates with Elastic Beanstalk. You can add different domain names for review on the SSL and TLSL certificates. Jenkins or artifact repositories to build and upload on the sections. You have the artifact repository, the EC2 environment. You can build and upload the Jenkins with the artifact using the simple XML type syntax. Then you have the EC2, the production server, staging and test server that you could select version and deploy on the test servers. The artifact service is in the format of either the JSON or the XML format, where you have the key value pair of details. You could define the version, the statement, the effect, allow or deny, the action, and the get artifact, the resources, and the ARN for Amazon resource name for respective artifacts, and things like that you could attach with different services. You have different stages of development for the source code to build and staging, and there you have the artifact roles for the documentations and things like that in the DevOps or software development lifecycle. Here, when you are trying to build certain project using the DevOps on cloud, you have the Git repository, the GitHub or code commit. You could write the code, perform various operations like webhook on API gateway, making a get or post a request, allowing it to integrate with a Lambda scripts using code build and artifacts role to integrate these services or uh, add a report to authorization of the bucket or different things. So this was a brief introduction about the artifact. We can get our artifact. It is not a difficult thing, but there are a huge number of artifacts out there, and you have to choose for proper licensing, and you may need a legal person for different stages. We'll be learning more security and identity services on Amazon Cloud. Till then, keep learning and keep moving ahead.